Hi, my name is Bernadette, and I'm a student here at Grand Canyon University. Today, we will be talking about our professional dispositions as an educator. This week, I have been tasked with answering three of these different kinds of questions. So, the first question I will be answering is what professional dispositions as an educator do I possess that will make me a successful teacher? And so for me, there's a couple of things. For one, it's always adhering to the code of ethics is the number one thing. Always treating my students with dignity, with respect. Always treating their families with dignity and respect, and recognizing that we're all different and that there's going to be a diverse a community of students inside the classroom, in and out of the classroom, and always embracing that is very important to me and important to my students. So definitely treating each student with kindness and respect is definitely at the top of the list. The next one that will make me a successful teacher is that I always will conduct myself in a professional manner. That means in my dress, my language, the things that I choose to do outside of work. Always conducting myself professionally is the key to never undermining the integrity of the academic institution in which I work. And so that's very important to me, is to always keep that respect for the institutions of academics and education. So always adhering to professional conduct in and out of work all the time is also something that will make me a successful educator. So another thing that will make me a successful educator is high expectations. We, as educators, know what our students can accomplish, and challenging them is definitely something that is hard to do, but definitely needed. If we do not challenge our students, they will not grow. And so, setting realistic expectations for our students is definitely something that's important. If our students are bored, we get challenging behavior. So definitely keeping them interested with their own curiosity and their own interest in going with that, and having them engage in the curriculum, and maybe even having an input in the curriculum too, and the lessons that we were going to learn is definitely something that will help the students, and definitely something as an educator will help me be successful in reaching them. So well, the second question that I have been tasked with answering is what weaknesses do I have as an educator in my professional dispositions? And the one thing that I really do need to work on is I do not like confrontation. I do not like to rock the boat per se. But in special education, I feel that we wouldn't be where we are today with the legislation that has passed and the laws that we have wouldn't be what they are today if we didn't have people that advocated. And so for me, my big thing is to always be an advocate for my students, even if that means going against the grain. So for me, confrontation and rocking the boat is something that's hard for me. But when it comes to my students, I really want to advocate for the best services, the support, assessments that need to be done, testing, whatever. So that's definitely something that I need to work on as an educator. So definitely something that I'm going to be praying about. And so the last thing that we have been tasked to answer is what are my expectations as a professional educator is in this field. I feel it's important to share our love of learning, but really love learning. It's not only important to love teaching and instruction, but it's also important to learn and grow and teach your students that you never stop learning. So for me, sharing my love of learning and transferring that love of learning to my students is something that I expect to do, and something that I know is going to be challenging, and it's going to be rewarding at the same time. So I definitely want to make lifelong learners out of all my students. And I'm a lifelong learner. I love to learn, and there's never a day that goes by that I don't learn something. So I definitely want that for my students, that continuous growth throughout their whole life. And that's definitely why I became my educator, is because I love learning and I want to share that with others. So I hope you liked what I said here today, and definitely hope that you've taken away the notion that this is where I'm supposed to be, because I really do love this field. I love working with children. I love making a difference. And I definitely love learning. So everyone have a great day and the rest of your life. And I hope everyone shares love and kindness with everyone.